for the rest of the season.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
319. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. One back is Lacey.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Check 27. Eyes on 27. 319.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Whoosh. And some space here. A big pickup there on the scramble. 42 yards. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeldon, the lone running back. Throwing is Bortles. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. Past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Bortles going to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Bortles steps away. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clinch.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big, They're snapping the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
319.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
Rodgers again now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this one's high, but not very far. Oh, nifty. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 1st down, Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the San Diego Chargers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.